Imagine being born into a world where you are labeled a criminal the moment you take your first breath. In North Korea, this is a terrifying reality. A place known not just for strict laws, but for laws so extreme they seem almost unbelievable. Television, only one state-run channel. Changing it, not an option. And perhaps most chilling of all, even thinking about a crime can land you in prison. Elections exist in name only. There is just one candidate, and refusing to vote could mean being thrown behind bars. Today we are diving into the dark heart of North Korea, a nation frozen in time, ruled by fear. To understand how we got here, we need to rewind to 1945. For 35 years, Korea was under Japanese control. But after Japan's defeat in World War II, the country was split in two. The North aligned with the Soviet Union. The South leaned toward the United States. By 1948, the North had a new leader, Kim Sang-il, the founding figure of the Kim dynasty. The nation was officially named the Democratic People's Republic of Korea. But real democracy never saw the light of day. Just 2 years later, in 1950, the Korean War broke out, North versus South, and although fighting eventually stopped, no peace treaty was ever signed. Even today, the two Koreas remain technically at war. Since its founding, North Korea has been under the grip of a single family, Kim Sang-il. Kim Sang-il passed power to his son, Kim Jong-un, and then to his grandson, Kim Jong-un, the current supreme leader. Each ruler has tightened control with iron-fisted policies and unimaginable laws, all to hold on to power and crush any sign of rebellion. The regime does not just suppress action, it policies thought. Countless laws exist solely to prevent citizens from being influenced by the outside world, especially the modern, free South Korea. Today we are uncovering some of the most shocking and unbelievable rules that shape daily life in North Korea. What you are about to hear may sound like fiction, but it's very real. Let's begin. Watching a foreign film might seem like an ordinary pastime elsewhere, but in North Korea, it can destroy your life. In a move that shocked the world, North Korea recently banned sunglasses and even wedding dresses. Yes, you heard that right, wedding dresses. And forget music at subway stations. Instead, loudspeakers echo with the speeches of the King dynasty. During these broadcasts, silence is not just expected, it's enforced. Talking, whispering, or even looking distracted can get you in trouble. Get caught watching a South Korean drama or a Hollywood movie, you could be sent to a labor camp or worse. The reason the regime fears what it calls ideological contamination, the dangerous idea that life could be better beyond their borders. Everything you see, read, or search is tracked. Privacy is a luxury no one has. The internet, as we know it, does not exist for the average North Korean. Instead, there is a closed internal network, a censored, government-monitored version of the web that only shows state-approved content. This control is no accident. It's all about sealing off outside influence, making sure people never question the only reality they have been allowed to see. Even making an international phone call requires government permissions. Trying to contact the outside world without it, that's a crime. Anything resembling Western fashion or culture is banned. That includes dyeing hair, ripped jeans, or flashy clothing. Step out of line and you are punished, sometimes severely. All television, radio, and newspaper are run by the state. Independent media, it does not exist, and the content is always the same. Glorify the regime, worship the Kim family, and demonize enemies like the United States. From early childhood, citizens are taught to fear and hate America and its allies. Even hairstyles are regulated. Only a few government-approved cuts are allowed. In North Korea, everything belongs to the government. Homes, lands, shops, even businesses. Private ownership simply does not exist. Want to visit a nearby city? You will need a special permit. Without one, local travel is considered illegal. And don't even dream of traveling abroad. Passports are only issued to the elite, hand-picked by the regime. For everyday citizens leaving the country is not just difficult, it's impossible. Speaking out against the regime does not just put you in danger. Your entire family could suffer the consequences. Punishment often spans 3 generations. That means even the children and grandchildren of a so-called traitor are blacklisted, condemned before they are even born. It's all designed to ensure that rebellion, even the thought of it, never survives. Practicing religion also forbidden. Even tough, a handful of churches exist. They are nothing more than a facade, staged for foreign eyes. In reality, anyone caught worshipping in secret risks imprisonment or being seen to labor camps. In North Korea, surveillance is not limited by security agencies. It lives in every street, apartment block, and neighborhood. Government informants are planted everywhere, silently observing, reporting even the smallest hint of suspicious behavior. The truly bizarre part, you don't even have to commit a crime. Just thinking against the regime or being accused of doing so can land you in prison. If someone claims you had anti-government thoughts, that's enough to destroy your future, and perhaps theirs too. North Korean society is trained in something known as weekly self-criticism sessions. From childhood to old age, every citizen must attend these public confessions meetings. People admit to their mistakes, such as showing too little respect to Kim Jong-un or feeling admiration for foreign culture. After the confession, others in the group are expected to criticize the person. It's not optional, it's part of the control. Elections technically exist, but the people don't actually choose who to vote for. Only the name appears on the ballot, hand-picked by the state. If you don't show up to cast your vote for that candidate, you are labeled disloyal, even a traitor. So what's the point of such a vote? It's not about choice, it's about loyalty. These elections serve as a symbolic test for elegance. When 100% of the population support the same leader, the government uses it as a proof of national unity. There is also something called the Supreme People's Assembly, the country's version of parliament. But instead of debating or making laws, its job is to rubber stamp whatever Kim Jong-un decides. All citizens are expected to follow the government's 10 guiding principles of ideology. If you mispronounce a word during these recitations or pause in wrong place, you could be accused of rebellion.